curiosity. Is something so ingrained in humans. No, ingrained in all living things. It's a tool that can be very beneficial or very detrimental. But first, let's take a step back and start things from the beginning. "2017 summer. 16-year-old me scrolling through the new anime releases of the season, and then I come upon a poster sitting at the edge of my seat, examining every detail. My eyes settled on the chasm behind the characters, and my mind delved deep into it. Adventure. And then I didn't watch it. I don't exactly remember why. I just kind of did. 2021 autumn. Out of the abyss. I remember that chasm, that hole, that poster. What was that? I don't know. Something made an abyss. This is your last warning. If you've never watched the show and you want to go into it bit blind, I'm obviously not gonna say everything. I'm not. This is absolutely spoiler free to a certain degree, but I encourage you to watch the show absolutely blind, kind of like I did. Don't make the same mistake as I did, and please read ratings on shows. Made in Abyss is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Akihito Tsukushi. More on him later. He's a special kind of dude. It was also serialized online by Takashibo's digital publication since 2012. And the show was a bit of a hit. That during their 50th anniversary, Made in Abyss was most prominently displayed on their header, alongside with their classic Bono Bono and other stuff. Interesting looking stuff. Anyhow, the show itself, if you've never seen the show, I would divide the show to 3 parts, starting with the Before the Descent. The show opens warmly by introducing our main character Riku, a summer child filled with hope, a red whistle, as she was saved by a boy with metal-looking arms from a crimson split jar. The boy seems to not remember anything. A mystery, a question. I genuinely find that this is what the first part is all about. This is what the whole show kind of excels at, is making you ask questions, mysteries, and really fires up that curiosity flame that you have inside your heart. And that's how it baits you. That's how it draws you in. Where did the boy come from? What's in the pit? What's this abyss, and what's this curse they're talking about? And this is when the show's true form starts to seep in, kind of. You start seeing its dirty edges. Especially, like I said, with that part when they're talking about the curse of the abyss. They're kind of just playing it off, because it's immediately followed by a penis joke or something, like by a pee-pee joke. It takes you out of it, and you're like, you just heard the most awful stuff, right? But you discard it. Descending the abyss. I genuinely this part of the show, although it's not the most eventful part, I genuinely like it. Even before meeting our mommy Ozen, I like it a lot because it shows off another strength of Tsukushi Sensei, which is attention to detail. As the characters descend the first layers of the abyss, every creature has a description. Every plant has a description. He even goes through the effort of describing the food making process, and the geography of the abyss is genuinely a wonder. It reminds you very much of a glossary of a video game. So you very much feel a part of it, not a part of the world, but immersed in it. It makes the abyss a real place to a very terrifying degree, even with its horrors. Again, edging on the true nature of the show, that you, in conjunction with the characters, start to realize, start to feel the weight of the choices you make. I don't want to go into spoilers, as you probably noticed. I'm leaving certain things unsaid. But this, I legitimately recall putting both my hands, my palms, on my forehead. I did not think they'd go there, and since then, they didn't stop. I saw the movie. I did. I'm currently reading the manga. This man is fucked in the head. And it's beautiful. Or as Bondrewd would say, subarashi. The thing is, it's not shock factor. Oh no, I wouldn't call it that. And I would shun anyone that would call it that. It's way worse. Way more intricate. Because he makes us care, right? Like you genuinely, like the characters are written so well that you genuinely fall in love with them. I love Riku, I love Reg, I love all the characters. Nanachi is superior. Miti is the best. And I don't want to cry again. But fuck. Dude. The thing is, also, the signs were there. We were told everything. Nothing was hidden. When Riku made the decision to descend the abyss, we were told that it's a no-return journey. It's suicide, basically. And we knew it. Our curiosity blinded us. And we paid the toll. We paid the toll of having that longing for the abyss and acting on it. And we were hurt. Not just physically, but emotionally as well. I freaking love it. I love it. Call me a masochist, I don't care. I genuinely enjoyed every inch of it. That's why I'm still reading the manga. I have to say, I do not know how I missed that rating when I saw it the first time. If I did, I probably would have some sort of idea. I genuinely thought the show was just an adventure show, like a shonen. It's a seinen. It's not even a shonen. It's a seinen. Okay, let's talk about this guy now. Akihito Tsukushi. In the kindest way I can put it, he's a special. I mean, I heard talks about him being autistic or on the spectrum, but honestly, I think those are purely rumors. Although watching him does kind of feel like it. But you have to admit, the guy is masterful at his work. He even developed a whole writing system that mirrors Japanese hiragana, and it is used throughout the show, which was dubbed the Abyss language, or technically it's called runes. The guy is a genius. He pays attention, like I said earlier, just the creatures themselves. The description actually mirror animals in real life. Like, I encourage you to watch it. He's a special kind of guy. And talking about things that are super special about the show, till now, I avoided talking about the music, knowing very well that I'll need a whole section for it. Cause Kevin Penkin is a genius. I don't know how the show would have felt like or would have been without the music. The OST really succeeds at capturing the feeling conveyed by the show, and that only amplifies it. The feeling of dread, sadness, longing, blessings and curses. Even the depth of the abyss wouldn't have the same weight to it, or have the same depth to it, wouldn't translate without the music. It really speaks to how genius Kevin Penkin of a composer he is. For example, the Rumble of Scientific Triumph, which is the Bond Druid's theme, is composed or has a chorus of children singing in it. You do not realize how fucked in the head that is. That's, if you know, you know. That's nuts. And that's genius. And I love it. I just wanted to say, I'm not a music savvy guy. I like good music. I like interesting music. I love when a music can, like I said, amplify the feelings of the show. And Kevin Penkin really succeeds at that in every way possible. I've listened to his OST many times, and you've probably listened to some of it on this video itself. I again love it. And which leads us to the conclusion, the last things I want to say. And then I just want to say I'm very excited for the future of the franchise. We know season 2 is coming soon, 2022, hopefully, following the events of the main movie too. It's canon, fully canon. There is also a game in the future of the show, and weirdly enough, a live action movie. But again, I'm not sure about that. Just because I don't think it could really translate to live action. Like, imagine Made in Abyss in live action. How you can't really get actual children getting killed, can you? Getting mutilated and getting transfigured and transformed. I'm interested to see just experimentally how it would look like. Imagine, I just can't even see how it could work out. It probably just would be one of those things that wouldn't be able to translate. In the end, I just want to say again, which I said twice, I shouldn't probably be repeating myself, that's just horrible writing. Please watch Made in Abyss. If you went through the whole video and you haven't watched it yet, the whole video, to be honest, I made it just because I want people to watch the show. I want more attention for the show because it means that I can see more of it too. You know what I mean? And I want that. I fell in love finally with this show. I genuinely did, and I want more people to do too. And I want more people to fall in love with the show, because in my close friend group, no one have ever watched Made in Abyss. No, not a lot of people have. Like, the Reddit is quite small. What, 50k Redditors or whatever you call it, like subscribe. I don't know what Reddit lingo she used. Granted, they're all just a bunch of Bond Druid simps and Prushka simps. They think Bond Druid is the coolest person ever. Anyhow, yeah, if I had to say one last thing, please subscribe if you love the video, or like it and share it with other friends, because I want more people to know about Made in Abyss and to talk more about Made in Abyss, especially that the series is coming back again with another season. So I just want people to be excited for it. And Nanachi is better than Prushka.